Hey, what's up, my fellow knowledge enthusiasts? Welcome back to ProcessDriven. I am your host Vikas Pathak, and I am beyond excited to have each one of you here with me today.
Dealing with product serialization in distributed supply chain systems can indeed present some challenges. I have created a small story to explain all these challenges. I will tell you challenges with explanation one by one. First challenge: data integrity and accuracy. Maintaining accurate and consistent data across multiple systems and partners in a distributed supply chain can be challenging. Data integrity is crucial to ensure that the right product information is associated with the correct serialization data. Once upon a time, in a bustling city in India, there was a grand marketplace known for its diverse array of goods from all corners of the country. Traders and merchants gathered here, each bringing their unique products to offer to the eager customers. In this vibrant marketplace, the story of our protagonist, Raj, begins. Raj was a diligent and hard-working merchant who dealt in spices. His spices were highly sought after, not just in the city but throughout the region. As his business flourished, he expanded his operations and partnered with various suppliers and distributors to meet the growing demand. However, with expansion came the challenge of maintaining data integrity and accuracy in the distributed supply chain. Raj's spices were now being sourced from different regions, and they needed to be serialized to ensure their authenticity and traceability. Serialization involved assigning a unique identifier to each product, recording its journey from the farm to the customer. In the beginning, Raj relied on traditional paperwork to manage this serialization process. Each supplier and distributor would manually record the serialized data in their own systems. However, as the number of partners increased, so did the complexity of the process. Raj soon realized that a more sophisticated approach was needed. He decided to adopt a modern supply chain management system that would centralize the serialization data. This system would connect all the stakeholders involved in the supply chain and provide real-time updates on the product's journey. It seemed like the perfect solution to tackle the challenge of data integrity and accuracy. As the new system was implemented, Raj encountered the first hurdle. The various stakeholders, each using their own existing systems, struggled to integrate with the centralized platform. Data discrepancies emerged due to differences in formats, data fields, and even language barriers. The lack of standardization was causing chaos in the serialization process. Raj knew that this issue needed immediate attention. He called for a meeting of all his partners, and they collectively brainstormed a solution. They agreed to invest in data integration tools and establish clear guidelines for data entry, ensuring that each serialization data point was accurate and uniform across the board. However, this was only the beginning of their journey towards data integrity. Another challenge arose when data updates were not synchronized in real time. The delay caused confusion, leading to mistakes in product tracking and delivery. Raj and his partners had to implement regular synchronization protocols to ensure that everyone had access to the most up-to-date information. Yet, the battle for data integrity and accuracy was not over. The sheer volume of serialized data being generated every day was overwhelming. Raj's team and the stakeholders had to invest in robust data storage and backup systems to prevent loss of critical information. Amidst these challenges, Raj learned an important lesson about the value of transparency and collaboration. He fostered a culture of open communication among all the stakeholders, encouraging them to report any inconsistencies promptly. This way, they could collectively identify and address any potential data issues before they escalated. As time went on, Raj's determination and efforts bore fruit. The supply chain became more streamlined, and the serialized data became a trusted source of information for both the merchants and their customers. With enhanced data integrity and accuracy, Raj's spices gained even more popularity, and his business flourished beyond his wildest dreams. The tale of Raj and his spices serves as a valuable lesson for the Indian audience about the challenges of maintaining data integrity and accuracy in a distributed supply chain. It underscores the importance of technological advancements, standardized practices, and above all, the power of collaboration in conquering these obstacles to create a thriving and reliable supply chain ecosystem. Next challenge: interoperability. Different stakeholders in the supply chain may use various software systems and formats for serialization. Ensuring interoperability and seamless communication between these systems is essential for efficient tracking and traceability. In the same bustling marketplace of India, where the aroma of spices wafted through the air, Raj faced another daunting challenge in his quest for a seamless supply chain: the challenge of interoperability. As Raj's spice business expanded, he forged partnerships with suppliers and distributors from different regions, each with their own preferred software systems and data formats. While the central supply chain management system helped in achieving some level of data integration, the lack of interoperability remained a major hurdle. Imagine Raj's supply chain as a magnificent web, with each stakeholder represented by a distinct point connected to others through delicate threads of communication. However, the threads were made of different materials, and they struggled to harmoniously interact with one another. One day, Raj received a large shipment of rare spices from a distant supplier. These spices were in high demand, and he was eager to expedite their distribution. However, as he tried to integrate the supplier's serialized data into his system, he realized that their software system used a completely different data format. The result? A tangled mess of information that seemed impossible to decipher. Frustrated but determined, Raj knew that resolving the issue of interoperability was critical to maintaining the efficiency of his supply chain. He called for a meeting with his team and all the stakeholders to brainstorm a solution. In this meeting, a seasoned merchant named Anand shared a wise suggestion. He proposed the establishment of an industry-wide standard for serialization data formats. By creating a common language for all the stakeholders to communicate, they could overcome the challenge of interoperability. The idea sparked enthusiasm among the group, and they set out to create this standardized format collaboratively. Representatives from each stakeholder's team joined forces to design a format that accommodated the specific needs of their systems while ensuring compatibility with others. The process was not without its hurdles. The teams had to navigate differences in terminology, data fields, and even cultural norms that influenced the way information was recorded. But with perseverance and open dialogue, they gradually ironed out these discrepancies and laid the foundation for a unified serialization format. As the new format was implemented across the supply chain, Raj noticed a remarkable transformation. The delicate threads of communication began to flow smoothly, and the once disjointed points of the web were now harmoniously connected. Interoperability became the backbone of their supply chain, enabling seamless tracking and traceability of every spice, from its source to the customer's hands. However, the journey didn't end there. Raj realized that to maintain interoperability over time, they needed to regularly update and refine the standard. New technologies and software systems would continue to emerge, and the serialization format had to adapt to stay relevant. To ensure continuous improvement, Raj and the stakeholders established a collaborative committee responsible for monitoring industry trends and revising the standard as needed. This committee encouraged participation from all members of the supply chain, fostering a sense of ownership and responsibility among everyone involved. As the years passed, Raj's supply chain flourished, becoming a shining example of how interoperability can bridge the gaps between diverse stakeholders. The marketplace buzzed with admiration for Raj's dedication and vision, and his spice business reached unprecedented heights. The story of Raj and his spice supply chain serves as a timeless lesson for the Indian audience about the significance of interoperability in a distributed system. It reminds us that in a world of diverse technologies and stakeholders, collaboration and a shared language are the keys to unlocking the true potential of a seamless and efficient supply chain. Next challenge: security and privacy. Product serialization involves handling sensitive information, such as serial numbers and product details. Robust security measures must be in place to protect data from unauthorized access and potential counterfeiting. In the vibrant city of India, where spices danced in the air and trade thrived, Raj's spice business continued to prosper. However, as his reach expanded, he faced a new challenge that threatened the very essence of his success: the challenge of security and privacy in product serialization. The serialized data in Raj's supply chain contained sensitive information, including unique serial numbers, product details, and even information about the suppliers and distributors. This data was the lifeblood of his business, ensuring the authenticity and traceability of his spices. But with great power came great responsibility, and Raj knew that robust security measures were crucial to safeguard this valuable information. One fateful day, Raj received a concerning message. A fellow merchant had fallen victim to a counterfeiting scheme, where unauthorized parties had managed to replicate their products using stolen serialization data. Raj knew that if such an incident were to occur in his own supply chain, it could tarnish the reputation he had worked so hard to build. Determined to protect his business and his customers, Raj summoned his trusted advisors and experts in cybersecurity and privacy. Among them was a skilled information security specialist named Neha, who was renowned for her expertise in safeguarding data and distributed systems. Neha carefully analyzed the existing security measures in Raj's supply chain and identified potential vulnerabilities. She explained to Raj and the stakeholders that security should be woven into every aspect of their serialization process, starting from data generation to its eventual disposal. To counter the threat of unauthorized access, Neha recommended implementing multi-factor authentication for all users with access to the serialization data. This would ensure that only authorized personnel could view or modify critical information. To protect the data during its transmission between different stakeholders, Neha suggested employing advanced encryption protocols. Encryption would transform the sensitive information into an unreadable format during its journey through the interconnected web of the supply chain, making it virtually impossible for unauthorized eyes to comprehend. To further fortify the security, Neha advised the implementation of regular security audits and penetration testing. This would help identify any potential weaknesses and ensure that the security measures were up to date with the ever-evolving landscape of cyber threats. As Neha delved deeper into the issue of privacy, she emphasized the importance of data anonymization. Raj and his team realized that some stakeholders might need access to certain serialized data without requiring all the intricate details. By anonymizing certain parts of the data, they could balance the need for transparency within the supply chain while safeguarding individual privacy. Neha's expertise and guidance instilled confidence in Raj and his partners. They diligently implemented the security measures she recommended, leaving no stone unturned in their pursuit of a secure and private supply chain. As time passed, Raj's spice business continued to thrive, and the incidents of counterfeiting that plagued other merchants seemed to bypass his fortified supply chain. Word spread throughout the marketplace about the level of security and privacy that Raj had achieved, attracting even more customers to his trusted brand. The story of Raj's journey through the challenge of security and privacy serves as an important lesson for the Indian audience. It illustrates the critical role of robust security measures in protecting sensitive data and preventing potential counterfeiting in a distributed supply chain. Through the wisdom of experts like Neha and the dedication of all stakeholders, Raj's spice business became a shining example of how safeguarding data can preserve the essence of trust and authenticity in every transaction. Next challenge: scalability. As the supply chain expands, the volume of serialized products and data increases. The system must be able to scale effectively to handle a growing number of products and transactions. In the vast landscape of India, Raj's spice business continued to flourish, and his supply chain expanded far and wide. With each passing day, more suppliers joined his network, and his spices found their way into the hands of customers across the nation. As the web of his supply chain grew, Raj encountered a new challenge: the challenge of scalability. The once humble marketplace stall had now transformed into a bustling hub of activity, with spices arriving and departing in countless quantities. The volume of serialized products and data skyrocketed, and the existing supply chain management system began to strain under the weight of this immense growth. The once humble marketplace stall had now transformed into a bustling hub of activity, with spices arriving and departing in countless quantities. Faced with the pressing need for scalability, Raj sought the guidance of a visionary technologist named Aryan. Aryan was renowned for his expertise in building robust and scalable systems that could handle vast amounts of data and transactions. Understanding the magnitude of the challenge, Aryan gathered Raj and the key stakeholders for an insightful meeting. He likened the supply chain to a magnificent tapestry, with each thread representing a serialized product or transaction. To scale effectively, they needed to strengthen not just the individual threads, but also the entire fabric of the supply chain. One of the first changes Aryan proposed was to migrate the supply chain management system to a cloud-based infrastructure. Cloud computing offered unparalleled scalability, as it could dynamically allocate resources based on the changing demands of the supply chain. This meant that as Raj's business expanded, the system could effortlessly handle the increasing volume of data and transactions. Next, Aryan recommended adopting a microservices architecture. This approach would break down the monolithic supply chain system into smaller, independent services. Each service could then be scaled independently, ensuring that the system could handle specific tasks efficiently without impacting the entire supply chain. As they implemented the microservices architecture, Aryan and his team also focused on optimizing the data storage and retrieval processes. Next challenge: regulatory compliance. Different industries may have specific serialization regulations to comply with, such as for pharmaceutical products or food safety. Ensuring that serialization systems adhere to these regulations is critical. In the diverse and ever-evolving landscape of India, where various industries thrived, Raj's spice business found itself subject to an additional challenge: the challenge of regulatory compliance. As Raj's spices gained popularity and expanded beyond the local marketplace, they entered different regions and industries, each with its own set of regulations and guidelines. The pharmaceutical industry demanded strict serialization compliance to track and trace the origin of every product, ensuring authenticity and preventing counterfeit drugs from entering the market. Similarly, the food safety industry required serialization to ensure the traceability of ingredients and processes, safeguarding consumers from potential health risks. To navigate this complex regulatory landscape, Raj turned to a renowned regulatory expert named Dr. Mira. Dr. Mira had extensive knowledge of the regulations governing different industries and understood the critical importance of adhering to them. Gathering Raj and his team, Dr. Mira began the process of mapping out the various regulations relevant to their supply chain. They identified the specific requirements for each product category and region, making sure not to overlook any crucial details. Once they had a clear understanding of the regulatory landscape, Dr. Mira recommended the implementation of a flexible serialization system. This system would have the capability to adapt to the unique requirements of each industry, ensuring that Raj's spices complied with the relevant regulations without unnecessary complications. For the pharmaceutical sector, the serialization system needed to generate and manage unique serial numbers for each product, store batch information, and provide real-time tracking capabilities. It was essential to maintain accurate records for every step in the supply chain, from production to distribution. On the other side, for the food safety industry, the serialization system needed to focus on tracking the sourcing of ingredients, recording processing details, and maintaining records of storage and transportation conditions. Ensuring traceability and transparency were critical to upholding food safety standards. To streamline the compliance process, Dr. Mira advised Raj's team to integrate the serialization system with a comprehensive regulatory database. This database would continuously update with changes in regulations, serving as a reliable source of information to ensure ongoing compliance. Regular audits and checks were also implemented to verify that the serialization system was functioning correctly and meeting all regulatory requirements. Any deviations or issues were promptly addressed and resolved to maintain compliance. As Raj's spice business continued to expand across industries, the efforts put into regulatory compliance paid off. Raj's brand became synonymous with trust and authenticity, not only among the local customers but also within the various industries they served. The tale of Raj's journey through the challenge of regulatory compliance serves as a powerful reminder to the audience about the significance of adhering to industry-specific regulations in a distributed supply chain. It underscores the importance of seeking expert guidance, implementing flexible systems, and maintaining a proactive approach to meet the ever-changing demands of regulatory environments. By embracing compliance, Raj's spice business not only conquered the challenges but also set an example of excellence for businesses across the nation. Next challenge, real-time tracking. In a distributed supply chain, real-time tracking of products can be challenging due to delays in data transmission and processing. Ensuring timely updates and tracking accuracy is vital. In the city of India, where Raj's spice business continued to thrive, the challenge of real-time tracking in his distributed supply chain became apparent as his products traveled far and wide. The need for timely updates and accurate tracking was crucial to maintain the efficiency and trustworthiness of the entire supply chain. Raj knew that to overcome this challenge, he needed the expertise of someone who could unravel the complexities of real-time tracking. Enter Arjun, a brilliant data scientist known for his proficiency in handling vast amounts of data and transforming them into actionable insights. Gathering Raj and his team, Arjun embarked on a journey to enhance the supply chain's tracking capabilities. He likened the supply chain to a dynamic dance, where each movement needed to be captured and communicated seamlessly to ensure the harmony of the entire process. One of the first steps Arjun took was to assess the existing data transmission and processing methods. He identified bottlenecks that caused delays in data updates and tracking accuracy. Often, the time taken to transmit data from one stakeholder to another resulted in outdated information, hindering real-time tracking. To address this issue, Arjun proposed the adoption of advanced data communication protocols. This included the utilization of real-time messaging systems that could instantly relay information across the supply chain. Additionally, he recommended the implementation of edge computing, where data processing occurred closer to the data source, reducing the time needed to process and update information. Furthermore, Arjun emphasized the importance of data validation and quality checks at each step of the supply chain. By ensuring that the data entered into the system was accurate and consistent, they could prevent misinformation from propagating through the network. To enhance tracking accuracy, Arjun introduced the concept of integration with existing systems. Many supply chain stakeholders might already have established legacy systems. Integrating serialization solutions with these existing systems can be complex and requires careful planning. In the bustling marketplace of India, where Raj's spice business had become an integral part of the supply chain, the challenge of integrating serialization solutions with existing legacy systems emerged as a significant obstacle. Each stakeholder in the supply chain had their own established systems, and ensuring seamless integration required careful planning and consideration. To tackle this challenge, Raj sought the guidance of an experienced systems integration specialist named Ananya. Ananya had a wealth of knowledge in bridging the gap between new and legacy systems and knew that the key to success lay in understanding the unique characteristics of each system. Gathering Raj and the key stakeholders, Ananya embarked on a journey to unravel the complexities of integrating serialization solutions. She likened the process to a grand puzzle, where each piece had to fit perfectly to create a unified picture. The first step was to conduct a comprehensive assessment of the existing legacy systems. Ananya worked closely with the stakeholders to understand the architecture, data structures, and communication protocols of each system. This information was vital in identifying potential points of integration and possible challenges. One of the main challenges was the varying technologies and data formats used in the legacy systems. Ananya knew that a one-size-fits-all approach wouldn't work. Instead, she recommended adopting a flexible integration strategy that could accommodate the diverse needs of each system. Ananya proposed the use of middleware, an intermediary layer that would facilitate communication between the new serialization solution and the legacy systems. This middleware acted as a translator, converting data from one format to another, ensuring seamless data exchange. To avoid disruptions to the existing operations, Ananya emphasized the importance of a phased integration approach. Rather than trying to integrate all systems at once, they would prioritize integration based on critical touchpoints in the supply chain. This allowed them to tackle challenges in smaller, manageable pieces and minimize any potential disruptions. Throughout the integration process, Ananya and her team worked closely with the stakeholders, providing training and support to ensure a smooth transition. They encouraged open communication and feedback, enabling the stakeholders to feel involved and invested in the success of the integration. As the integration process unfolded, the once fragmented supply chain began to unite seamlessly. Serialized data flowed effortlessly between the stakeholders' systems, improving efficiency and tracking accuracy. The challenges that once seemed insurmountable were conquered through collaboration and innovative thinking. The story of Raj's journey through the challenge of integrating serialization solutions with existing systems serves as a valuable lesson for the Indian audience. It highlights the significance of understanding the intricacies of legacy systems, adopting flexible integration strategies, and fostering collaboration among stakeholders. Through the guidance of experts like Ananya, Businesses across the nation can navigate the complexities of integration and build a supply chain that thrives in harmony. Next challenge: costs and investment. Implementing serialization systems can involve significant upfront costs, both in terms of technology and training. The return on investment must be considered while deciding on the level of serialization to implement. In the vibrant marketplace of India, where Raj's spice business continued to flourish, the challenge of costs and investment in implementing serialization systems loomed large. As the supply chain grew more complex, Raj realized that achieving full serialization would require significant upfront investments in technology and training. To navigate this challenge, Raj sought the guidance of a seasoned business strategist named Vikram. Vikram had a keen eye for analyzing costs and returns, and he knew that finding the right balance between investment and potential benefits was key to success. Gathering Raj and his financial team, Vikram began the process of evaluating the costs involved in implementing serialization. They conducted a comprehensive cost analysis, taking into account the expenses of acquiring the necessary technology, software licenses, hardware, and infrastructure upgrades. Additionally, they considered the training and onboarding costs for the stakeholders who would be responsible for using and managing the serialization systems. Training was a crucial aspect as it would ensure that the team could harness the full potential of the technology and avoid costly errors in implementation. As Vikram and his team delved deeper into the numbers, they also explored the potential benefits that serialization could bring to the supply chain. They identified areas where serialization could lead to cost savings, such as reducing losses due to counterfeiting, enhancing inventory management, and improving supply chain visibility. To estimate the return on investment, ROI, Vikram devised financial models that projected the potential gains from serialization over time. These models factored in various scenarios, including different levels of serialization implementation and anticipated business growth. The financial analysis revealed that while the upfront costs were substantial, the long-term benefits far outweighed them. Vikram presented Raj with a clear picture of how serialization could lead to increased revenue, reduced losses, improved customer trust, and streamlined operations. To manage the costs effectively, Vikram recommended a phased approach to serialization implementation. They would start with the critical touch points in the supply chain and gradually expand serialization based on ROI and business growth. Vikram also advised exploring partnerships with serialization service providers who could offer cost-effective solutions and expertise in managing serialization systems. This allowed Raj to leverage external resources without compromising the quality of implementation. With Vikram's guidance, Raj and his team made an informed decision about the level of serialization to implement. They struck a balance that aligned with their business goals and financial capabilities. As the serialization systems were gradually put into place, Raj's supply chain underwent a remarkable transformation. The investments made in technology and training began to yield tangible results. The supply chain became more efficient, losses due to counterfeiting were significantly reduced, and customers placed even greater trust in Raj's brand. The story of Raj's journey through the challenge of costs and investment in serialization serves as a valuable lesson for the Indian audience. It emphasizes the importance of conducting thorough cost-benefit analyses, taking a phased approach to implementation, and seeking strategic guidance to make informed decisions that lead to a thriving and sustainable supply chain. Next challenge: data management and analytics. Handling and analyzing large amounts of serialization data can be demanding. Effective data management and analytics are essential to extract valuable insights and optimize supply chain processes. In the bustling city of India, where Raj's spice business continued to thrive, The challenge of data management and analytics in handling large amounts of serialization data became apparent as the supply chain expanded. The sheer volume of data generated from serialized products presented a new set of opportunities and complexities that needed to be harnessed effectively. To tackle this challenge, Raj sought the expertise of a skilled data scientist and analytics expert named Aditi. Aditi was renowned for her ability to turn raw data into actionable insights that could drive informed decision-making. Gathering Raj and his team, Aditi began the process of understanding the vast landscape of serialization data. She likened the data to a treasure trove, with hidden gems of information that could unlock valuable insights and optimize supply chain processes. Next challenge: data management and analytics. Handling and analyzing large amounts of serialization data can be demanding. Effective data management and analytics are essential to extract valuable insights and optimize supply chain processes. In India, where Raj's spice business continued to thrive, the challenge of data management and analytics in handling large amounts of serialization data became apparent as the supply chain expanded. The sheer volume of data generated from serialized products presented a new set of opportunities and complexities that needed to be harnessed effectively. To tackle this challenge, Raj sought the expertise of a skilled data scientist and analytics expert named Aditi. Aditi was renowned for her ability to turn raw data into actionable insights that could drive informed decision-making. Gathering Raj and his team, Aditi began the process of understanding the vast landscape of serialization data. She likened the data to a treasure trove, with hidden gems of information that could unlock valuable insights and optimize supply chain processes. The first step was to establish a robust data management system. Aditi recommended a centralized data repository that would house all the serialized data from different stakeholders in a structured and organized manner. This centralization ensured easy access to the data while maintaining data integrity and security. To handle the large volume of data efficiently, Aditi proposed implementing big data technologies. These technologies would enable the supply chain to process, store, and analyze massive amounts of data in real time. With big data analytics, they could uncover patterns, trends, and correlations that were otherwise hidden within the vast sea of information. Aditi also emphasized the importance of data quality and cleanliness. Ensuring that the data was accurate, consistent, and free from errors was vital to producing reliable and meaningful insights. To achieve this, regular data validation and cleansing processes were put in place. Once the data management system was established, Aditi moved on to the world of analytics. She employed advanced data analytics techniques, including machine learning and predictive modeling, to derive valuable insights from the serialized data. One of the key benefits of data analytics was improved supply chain visibility. Raj and his team could now track the movement of spices at various touchpoints, identify potential bottlenecks, and optimize the flow of products to meet customer demands efficiently. Furthermore, data analytics helped in identifying patterns of consumer behavior, enabling Raj to anticipate demand fluctuations and adjust production and distribution accordingly. This proactive approach improved inventory management and reduced wastage, resulting in cost savings. Through data analytics, Raj's team could also detect anomalies and potential counterfeit incidents swiftly. Real-time monitoring and predictive algorithms allowed them to take immediate action to protect the integrity of their products and brand. As the data management and analytics capabilities were fully integrated into the supply chain, Raj's business reached new heights. The valuable insights derived from serialization data empowered Raj and his team to make data-driven decisions that optimized operations. improve customer satisfaction, and strengthen the supply chain's overall performance. The story of Raj's journey through the challenge of data management and analytics serves as a powerful reminder for the audience about the importance of harnessing the power of data in a distributed supply chain. It underscores the significance of centralization, data quality, and advanced analytics in unlocking the true potential of serialization data to drive success and innovation in the marketplace. Next challenge: global considerations. In international supply chains, different countries might have specific serialization standards and regulations. Adapting the serialization system to comply with global requirements is essential. In the diverse and interconnected world of international trade, Raj's spice business continued to thrive, and his supply chain expanded across borders. However, the challenge of global considerations in serialization emerged as a significant obstacle. Different countries had specific serialization standards and regulations, and adapting the system to comply with these requirements was essential to ensure a seamless and compliant supply chain. To tackle this challenge, Raj sought the expertise of an international trade specialist named Aisha. Aisha had extensive knowledge of global trade regulations and understood the critical importance of harmonizing serialization standards across different regions. Gathering Raj and his team, Aisha began the process of understanding the serialization requirements in each country they operated in. They meticulously researched the regulations and guidelines, keeping an eye on the ever-changing landscape of global trade compliance. One of the first steps was to assess the existing serialization system and determine its adaptability to meet international standards. Aisha emphasized the need for flexibility and customization to accommodate the unique requirements of each country. Wherever possible, Aisha recommended adopting a standardized serialization format that aligned with international best practices. This approach simplified the process of compliance, as the serialization data could be easily adapted to meet the specific needs of each country. For countries with strict serialization regulations, Aisha advised Raj's team to forge partnerships with local experts or consultancies. These experts had a deep understanding of the local regulations and could guide them through the compliance process efficiently. To ensure ongoing compliance, Aisha recommended establishing a dedicated compliance team that would monitor changes in global serialization regulations and update the system accordingly. This proactive approach would help Raj's business stay ahead of regulatory changes and avoid costly non-compliance penalties. Aisha also emphasized the significance of communication and collaboration with international stakeholders. Open dialogue with suppliers, distributors, and regulatory authorities in different countries was essential to ensure a smooth implementation of serialization standards and address any potential challenges. Through meticulous planning and proactive efforts, Raj's team successfully adapted their serialization system to comply with global requirements. The supply chain became a seamless web of serialized data that transcended borders, enabling Raj's spices to be trusted and recognized internationally. As the spices found their way to new markets, Raj's business soared to new heights, and his brand became synonymous with quality, authenticity, and compliance. The story of Raj's journey through the challenge of global considerations in serialization serves as a valuable lesson for the audience about the significance of harmonizing standards, fostering international collaborations, and staying vigilant in a world of dynamic trade regulations. By embracing global considerations, businesses across the nation can navigate the complexities of international supply chains and establish themselves as trusted players in the global marketplace.
Before I wrap up, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to all our wonderful subscribers. Your support keeps us motivated and inspired to keep creating top-notch content for you. Without you, process driven wouldn't be the same. So friends, whether you are preferred Hindi or English content, we have got you covered. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out any of our exciting episodes. It's been an incredible journey so far, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Thank you for being a part of Process Driven community. Now, go ahead, subscribe, and join on the quest of knowledge. Remember, stay curious, stay informed, and keep those gears of knowledge turning. Until next time, take care and see you in the next video. Bye bye.